back to another episode of the Sistah Talk. I am your sister, Miss Beatty, and y'all already know that's with a Z. And this is my sister,
Gold Chain Diva.
And we're just
two sisters with a lot to talk about. And we always got a lot to talk about.
We definitely do, y'all. We definitely do. Well, what's been going on, sis?
Girl, listen, I've been down and out this week. Down and out. Girl, we were just talking. Y'all know we ate that chamoy pickle last week.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was the chamoy pickle that tore my stomach up, but your girl was laid out for multiple days this week. And I'm just now starting to feel better. So that's my week in a nutshell.
Okay.
How old are you, sis?
Honestly, I feel like with our age.
Not with our age.
And I fixed my glasses. With our age, you know, you gotta watch what we eat. We can't just be going around and eating late at night because I'm popping Tums and I'm, you know what I mean? But
facts.
You know, but my week has been good. Just work, you know, like we always say. Life has been lifing. This time change is really, we haven't even got to the time change. It's just the fact that it's darker earlier and I'm tired.
I'm about to say, because it gets dark at like, what, 6 o'clock now?
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm used to it being light and being nice when I come over here. You know what I mean? And it's dark. I'm ready to go to bed. Like,
I feel you. Listen, I feel you. Seasonal, I told you, I feel like seasonal depression definitely hit me because I be the same way. I don't want to leave the house. By the time I get off work, it be dark. So what the hell am I leaving for?
Exactly. But other than that, same old same.
Well, just like that, we're going to jump straight into still the tea. Still tea, y'all. It's a lot of tea to spill this week.
Yes, it definitely is. You know, I was looking on TikTok like I normally do, and, you know, I came across this girl that looked, I don't know, fake. Let's just say fake. And it said that she was getting melanin injections, y'all. Melanin injections. First of all, it's bad enough that y'all want to be putting braids in your hair. When did we talk about that? That was the
couple episodes ago.
Now, you want to be putting injections in your body to make you dark skinned. To make you darker, you know what I mean? So, I find it crazy that you can apply this to yourself. I personally think that it's possible. And the reason I'm saying this is I've gotten, and don't judge me, y'all. I've gotten spray tan.
We'll try not to judge her. Listen, I ain't never in my life. I've been on this earth for 31 years. Ain't never heard of a black person getting spray tan. But I'm going to let my good sis live her experience. That's a part of her journey.
Listen, let me tell you.
So let us know, sis. Why did you get a spray tan?
Okay, so, and the reason we had kind of chatted about it when I showed you the video, that I don't think it's spray tan is because when I got spray tan because this lady was given a special. It was actually Sydney's cousin or something like that. She was starting to spray tan, and I'm like, I kind of want my whole body to be the same color. It was the summertime. A lot of times, you know, I get the tan lines of having my boobs lighter than my, you know, arms or my, you know, not just being one color. So I was like, let's just try it. And believe it or not, there's different shades that you can choose from.
I mean, that's you saying it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't think in my mind I would have ever thought like, oh, let me go get evened out real quick.
And it was free.
Listen, I'll try anything once it was free. But it makes sense. And it had a good benefit. Yeah. But I personally just would have never thought of that.
Right. So with me saying that, when I got spray tanned, I was like more of a bronze. I felt like that the girl that we're gonna show you guys, you know, you could tell like it was internally put in her, which is like weird. It's almost like creepy. Like why?
Well, we already know why.
Well,
we already know why.
You're right.
Since the beginning of the time, I mean, come on now.
Wanted to be a little bit of us.
They want to be like us. They want everything from us, but they don't want us. Anyway, I digress. But no, personally, when you showed me that video, I questioned whether it was real or not. Yeah. Because, like, you know, when you look at her legs and look at her hands, they kind of look like they could be like regular white girl tan arms and legs. And her face is clearly a different shade than the rest of her body. So I really would need to see her whole body to really believe this. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I be questioning so many different things at this point in life because it should be fake.
Yeah, shit do be fake.
But now, I'm not saying I don't believe it. because at the same time, as a conspiracy theory type of person, in my mind, I'm thinking, where y'all getting the melanin from?
That's a... Yeah.
Because we got a lot of sex trafficking.
Yes.
We got a lot of child trafficking.
Yeah.
We got a lot of black girls, black boys
going missing. Listen, definitely. That's true. Where are y'all getting the...
So that's where my mind goes.
Right.
But I don't put nothing past nobody in Hollywood. I don't put nothing past nobody that got the money to buy it. Yeah. Because if it's a market for everything. It's a market for everything.
That's insane. That really got me thinking about a little bit more deeper into it, because where are y'all? Or what is, I mean, the stuff that's coming out of the little bottle that you're injecting to is clear. What makes it turn, like, that's just crazy. It's crazy to think about. Like, it's not like how it was back in the day, you know, let's put this apple here and let's create another apple. Like, we're turning people black now. Like, what's next? What's next? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I don't know. But
well, they gotta be getting it from people, because I did a quick search of where is melanin produced. Every place that it's produced is somewhere in your body. So it's coming from somebody's black body.
Well, that answers our question.
Now, if anybody know anything different in the chat,
yeah, please let us
know. Maybe you can get melanin from somewhere else. But I in my heart of hearts, I know that melanin only comes from us. That's it.
And when you're not supposed to be melanated, you could tell. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That girl, clearly, when you guys see her, she's not supposed to be.
She looked like a white girl that's brown.
Yeah. Not even brown, she's orange.
She wasn't orange.
She was beige.
She wasn't beige. She looked like she had a good old 350 Fenty or something on her or something. Like, look, I don't know. Look, I just know that's my color in True Fit, 350. She had something.
Listen, she looked crazy. She looked crazy as crap.
She looked like she was an imposter to me. Like, we have a look as black people. We have a look. Our features look distinct. Our voices are distinct. The way we carry ourselves are distinct. So she looks like a white girl.
White girl, yeah.
Like,
there's nothing more around it. That's what you are, sis.
Hey, accept who you are. Love who you are.
Please.
Love yours.
Yeah. But listen.
Well,
what we got next?
Since we're talking about race and how our color plays a factor in our everyday experience, there's a situation that was going on that I would like to tell you all about. It was a situation that happened back in 2019 in Georgia between a young lady named Hannah Payne and I wouldn't say a young man because he was an older man, Kenneth Herring. The man was about 64 years old. So to give you the long story short version, and she was 21. To give you the long story short version, Kenneth Herring, which was an older black gentleman, was involved in like a small, like, I don't know, I don't want to say hit and run because he didn't leave the scene, but he was in a small like fender bender type accident or something. So, apparently he gets out, he addresses the person, they deal with the situation, whatever, figure out what's going on. But I guess in her mind, it must not have been sufficient. So when he left the scene, because he was in a rush, because apparently he was having like a diabetic episode or something like that, like he was in a rush to get away. Like he must have handled it really quickly and must have been like, something ain't right, I need to get to the hospital. But this young white woman must have been looking on and felt like he must have did a hit and run type of situation and he wasn't held accountable to the circumstances. So a Karen. Yeah. A Karen not minding her business.
Listen.
But minding everything else. So apparently once he leaves the scene, she calls the police. Now she's on the phone with the police, explaining to the police what's going on and everything. She's like, well, basically I'm going to do like a citizen's arrest. Basically, she's on the phone with the police officers. She's like, I'm going to apprehend him. Like, I'm going to pursue him until y'all get here, whatever. They tell her on the dispatcher. Now, the dispatcher recording has not been released. But they tell her, ma'am, do not pursue this man.
Yeah, like, it's none of your business.
Mind your business. Something that we know Karens don't do well.
Ever.
So, against the, advice of the police officer or the dispatcher or whatever, she pursues this man. All the while she's on the phone. She catches up with him a mile down the road, apparently. She cuts him off with her truck so that he can't move. And now they're in a situation. So basically, from the account of the dispatcher, is they hear her pull up or something happens, and then the phone, either she hung up, dropped the phone, or something like that. And basically, they got into an altercation. She has a gun. And she killed him. Yep. So this happened back in 2019. The case was postponed because of the judge held the lawyer in contempt of court or whatever, and so basically it's on the docket again now, like recent,
right,
where they're going to basically try to sentence this woman. And knowing what I know about the facts so far, they're going to lock her ass up.
Well, they need to. Because where do you get the right, first of all, to think that you should even be able to make a sit? It's none of your damn business. And then for you to proceed after, I don't know, did they tell her like, hey, don't proceed?
They told her, ma'am, we'll be there. It's not safe for you to pursue him.
You pursued him, and then you blocked him, and then did whatever, and then to have the audacity to pull out your gun and shoot somebody, it was never that deep.
It was never that serious. Like, ma'am, did he hit your car? He didn't even hit your car.
You was just a bystander.
Yeah, if the person was okay, if the person didn't get in their car and follow behind him, what made you think that was a smart idea for you to insert yourself into that situation? To me personally, we're falling into a lot of these situations where these vigilante white folks think that they're doing something for the community and they're upholding these citizen arrests or whatever the hell they doing. But I think they're just looking for a reason.
That was an act of racism. I'm sorry. Come on. You're a white woman. It's a black man. Let's be honest. Anytime, this is what I think. Anytime a white woman sees any type of black man, they're in fear or he's scary.
Until it involves the big.
Well, listen, the big bad dick, they want to be rounding up and down and on.
They ain't never scared of the dick.
No, but they want to. That really. I feel. I feel
like you're gonna get canceled for saying that. We just said that about 3 episodes already, but I don't give a damn.
No,
I stand on it.
It is what it is. We're not telling no lies. So
no lies.
Listen,
no lies. Yeah.
Please, we're not telling no lies. I just feel horrible for Kevin's family.
Yeah.
Man, that is awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
She needs to sit in jail. She needs to sit in jail for a long time.
She absolutely needs to sit in jail and think about her choices in life. They need to make an example of her, because it's no longer can we just accept citizens arrest, and then basically her lawyer is trying to claim that it was self-defense.
How?
You ran up on this man. But it's self-defense.
How?
And that's why
you were the aggressor.
And that's why the judge didn't rule in their favor right away anyway, and they took it to trial.
Insane.
Because the judge was like,
Insane. Insanity. That's insane. She better not get off.
I don't think that she will. But we'll definitely keep you all posted on what happens.
That's insane.
So, this next bit that I want to tell you about, and this blew my mind. And we be scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah, I do.
That's what we do. Mm-hmm. I just last night, first of all, I never realized, because you know how they have the reminders to get off of TikTok. Mm-hmm. I just realized that I hadn't seen those reminders in a long time.
Okay.
So I had to turn that crap back on last night.
Gotcha.
So I maxed out at 2 hours a day.
Okay.
2 hours a day. Last night was a little struggle because it was the first night, but I made it through. But I'm up scrolling. That's when I find my best stuff at 2 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep.
Okay.
So what I found out is Hazel E.
Okay.
And if you don't know who Hazel E is, she's you know who Hazel E is.
I do.
She's the woman that basically started on Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood or something like that. Mm-hmm. Been in the industry for a long time. She was even on Marriage Boot Camp with her fiance, all that good stuff. So Hazel E played a body double.
For who? Don't say somebody insane.
Who would you think?
Lala.
Anthony?
Yeah.
I can see that. Think back in the day.
Payday Day. I don't know. Who?
Raven Simone on That's So Raven. Blew my whole mind when I found
just gave me chills. I could see it though.
I can see it too. She said that basically she got mistaken for Raven Simone a lot when she was younger or whatever.
This must be pre-surgery. Okay, sorry, I had to be. Okay.
So she said that she got mistaken for Raven Simone so much that basically like somebody I guess she was connected to was like, hey, I think you should go audition for a body double for Raven Simone or whatever. And she said she went to go audition and she got the role. She played multiple episodes of Raven Simone's double. So for those who have Hulu, I believe that That's So Raven is on Hulu and Disney Plus. I'm about to go back and start watching so I can peek to see if I can pause it. Yeah, so I can see Hazel E.
Because one thing this is a little story time off of this. I was watching what is it called? Oh my gosh, the Sega Twilight.
Okay.
The very first one. So me and my household were watching it. We might have been under a little bit of influence. We noticed we're like, in one part of the scene, the man in the wheelchair, that's for the wolves. You know what I'm talking about? The older guy. He was in a wheelchair.
You said on the first one?
On the very first one. He was the head of the pack of the wolf. It was
okay. Yeah. Jacob's dad. Okay.
You know he was in a wheelchair.
Right.
There's a scene where the vampire, what is his name?
Edward.
Oh my gosh, I'm bad with names. She just said this to me. She said, Tay, you're really bad with names. I'm always messing up somebody's name, so y'all gonna have to excuse me. I really am.
And Rachel, if you watch it, she remembered who you were once I showed you the
yes,
picture.
I definitely knew who you were. But so Edward Cullens was talking to his girl at the time, and he says, hey, I gotta leave, blah, 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 whatever. So he gets in a car and he passes Jacob and his dad. Now, mind you, Jacob's dad is in a what?
Wheelchair.
How the fuck is he driving? Excuse my language.
You can drive when not being in a wheelchair.
If he's paralyzed from the...
Bro, I'm about to school you. People do it all the time.
Well, usually when you're paralyzed from the waist down, that means your legs don't move, your feet don't.
Exactly, but paraplegics have special stuff so they can drive.
Shit, not in that 1990.
Listen, well that's what definitely not in the 1997 true truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But in my mind,
listen, I don't know if
that's how they got away with it.
Yeah, but listen, I'm telling you, we thought that shit was the most funniest thing because they show him that he's in the driver's seat. Once they get to the house, they show Jacob getting out the back of pulling his wheelchair out, and then the next scene he's in the wheelchair.
Listen, you never know. That man might have had a cane on the accelerator or something. He made
that's what Malcolm said. But we were just I'm sorry, that's a little off topic, but we were just laughing about that because I'm just like, how in the world these people? Well, I didn't realize that when I first watched it, but anyway. Back to Hazel E playing the stunt double.
But yeah, that's just what it is. Hazel E played the stunt double for
I just think that's crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy because it makes you really think about how many things that happened back in the day that we weren't privy to. That now that we're adults, we're like, hold up.
Yeah.
Because, now I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to post this to my TikTok. I haven't posted it yet. So I started watching Eve, the show Eve.
Oh, yeah.
With the rapper Eve. Yeah. Started watching that, binge watching that again. It was an episode on there. I'm not going to tell you what the episode is about because I'll tell you later in the episode. I mean, in this episode. I'll tell you later. But Shelly went out, which is Eve's character. Shelly went out to the club and she just randomly pulls this dude to take a picture of her because she trying, make her boyfriend jealous. Guess who the dude was that she pulled?
Who?
Young Berg.
Not Young Berg.
Give me the business.
Listen, that's my dude.
Or should I say Hitmaker?
Listen. Not her pulling Young Berg.
Yep, so it goes to show you that a lot of the stuff that we watch coming up, like, these people been in the game for a minute.
Right.
They, plugged in. Real heavy. Well, more spill the tea topics. Because it's been...
a lot. Listen, as you said, there's been a lot going on.
It's been a lot, okay? it's some juicy information that's going on this week, okay? So this is specifically for the men, because we know y'all love sports. Half the women on here might not even know who the heck Dwight Howard is.
I did not. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't know who he was.
But if you are a basketball fan, you know who Dwight Howard is. You know over the years, it's been a lot of questionable situations with him. So this week in the media, and how I came across this story was...
That's what I was going to ask you. How did you come across
this story? Listen, it popped out. I was like...
Yeah.
I had to clutch my pearls for a second. What's his name? Cameron and Mace has a podcast.
Really?
Yep.
That's so random.
Listen, they be on there tripping.
Do they? I have to tune in.
I gotta watch a full episode. I will say I have not, because I got a plethora of podcasts that I watch.
Okay.
I watch, and this is just going off on a tangent for a second. I watch the R&B Money podcast with Tank.
Okay.
And Jay Valentine.
Yeah, she was saying that.
I watched Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. He's a football player. He also was
the dark skinned guy.
Yes.
Okay.
I watched that one. I watch Funny Marco stuff from time to time.
Okay.
I watch a plethora of everything.
Okay.
Everything. So I need to get into that one. But anyway, so we brought up Dwight Howard for a reason. Now, Dwight Howard had a situation back in, 2021. A situation in 2021 where apparently he meets this guy on Instagram. They exchange messages in a DM.
Mm-hmm.
They set up a little sneaky link. So apparently on the night of that they supposed to be meeting each other and this dude is supposed to pull up, he sends a text message or calls this guy and say, hey, how you feel about me bringing another guy or a woman? Dude says he's not with it at all. I don't want no parts of it. So it was no discrepancy at that point. Well, apparently this guy still comes on over. He says when he gets there, there was a man that was dressed as a woman who only identified as Kitty.
Well, isn't there a person's... What's that dude's name? He's a brown-skinned dude. He be wearing the wig.
You talking about Terry Joe on TikTok?
Yeah, is that... I don't know why I thought his name was Kitty, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just...
No, Terry Joe, he outside. He outside with his, so...
Okay, so it ain't no in the closet shit.
Nope, not no in the closet stuff. But basically, he says he shows up and Kitty is there. He tried to resist Kitty and Dwight Howard pushing up on him or whatever. Apparently, they forced him into sexual activity. Mr. Harper, which is the defendant, says that he was trapped in. Actually, no, he's the. I guess what is it? The plaintiff?
Yeah.
Whatever. Look, we haven't got to get into legal terms. But anyway, he said that he was in Dwight's bedroom. And he believed that he would suffer imminent bodily harm if he resisted his sexual advances. He said he felt extremely violated and humiliated and was in complete shock. Now, Dwight Howard alleges that everything was consensual and there was no wrongdoing.
I think the biggest thing to me that creeps me out, like dead serious, and this is gonna sound so childish.
Listen, I already know what you about to say.
Is the fact that he's so damn big. Sir. Same way I feel about I was about to say hoochie daddies. Girl, listen, this girl and
hoochie daddy season.
But what's his name? The guy, you know, here I go with names, y'all.
Listen, I gotta catch it. Oh, Chef D.
Chef D.
Okay.
Same thing. Like, you're just a big man.
A big chunk of man.
Yeah, so what are you doing with a man that's dressed like a woman? And then forcing yourself on somebody that you invited over. Like, what are you doing? Ew.
He just wants somebody to tickle that spot.
Pew. Pew. I like my spots tickled too. But pew for that.
Listen, I feel you on that, but I feel like you got to think about it. With these celebrities, you know, they often get into a place where they feel like they're above the law, that nobody will find out.
Yeah.
And I believe that he probably thought that this man was going to go for anything because, hello, it's Dwight Howard. But
is he even playing still?
So I think that they took him. I think there must have, because I don't really watch football.
Yeah,
I mean, not football, basketball that much no more. But I believe that there was something that happened that apparently he does not play basketball no more.
Okay.
And then, you know, people were facetious on the internet. So somebody was going through looking at all his injuries over the year.
What was his injury?
First of all of us had back, neck, knees. Then someone they said something about his butt. I was just like, they was like, it's been in front of us the whole time. We just ain't been paying attention to the signs.
Yo, I swear, once a week, looking online, looking at the internet, I'm like, I freaking hate people. Like, just what they be coming up with, that is hilarious.
That's how I get hooked on social media too much.
Yeah.
It's just the foolishness.
The foolishness is beyond me. That is hilarious. That's disgusting. Tickle man in the dress. I can't even get that picture in my head.
Listen, it's 2023.
Anything can go down, huh? Anything's possible. They letting it all out.
Letting it all out.
Come on, Dwight.
Well.
We're not even going to go on this next one.
We only have to talk about this because we know y'all want to talk about this. As much as we want to turn the TV to a different channel when they come on, we still watch.
We still watch.
It's what the two African guys say. It's tantalizing. Yeah. Tantalizing.
Freaking Blueface. I can't stand that nigga. Like, you would have thought that nigga would have been like my ex or something, that I can't stand him. Like, I really cannot stand, like, he really irks my nerves.
Yeah, he's irky.
He is irky.
100%.
And Stewie ain't any better.
Nope. Because we just be looking like, first of all, it's sad when, as much as Blueface and Krishan went through in the media, where I could look at Stewie and be like, girl, what are you thinking?
Yeah, what are you
like, I don't even look at Krishan like that as much. I'm also be looking at you like, girl, you the dummy.
Yeah.
You done been around, y'all been high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
And you still here.
When he had the flat top with the pump.
Not the bang.
Yeah, listen.
The bang.
Listen, that's what it is.
Listen, he had the bang.
He really did. He looked a hot ass mess, but anyway.
Listen, had the bang, okay? But for those that don't know, he proposed to Stewie at the football game last week.
Dumb. And this girl, and I was about to say this bitch. I'm sorry, I'm getting loose, y'all. But this girl was like crying and shit.
Who crying?
Like, oh my gosh, and her friends is hyping her up.
Like, oh my God, are you about to propose? Oh my God, it's a wife. Excuse me, they didn't get married. It's a fiance.
It's a fiance. Okay, fiance. That's what it is. And that's gonna last a whole month. At that, maybe.
Well, I know we didn't really say that we had a conspiracy talk this week, but it's time for conspiracy talk.
Oh shit, this is
conspiracy
fingers. This is
now. This is the conspiracy. The conspiracy is, so you know, you've seen the picture of the ring.
Yes.
You've seen that it looks very snug on that finger.
Yeah.
Allegedly, there's stories going around that Krishan had been asking him to return a ring to her that he refuses to give back to her. So there's people on the internet that believe that ring was probably Krishan's.
He's a dickhead.
If that's the case, he's the worst. He
is the ultimate dickhead. If you looked in the dictionary, dickhead, you're gonna see his picture. I cannot stand him.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I believe it too, and I was cracking up because we talked about this briefly before we started recording. But like how you were saying, he was looking so hard to like find a tear.
Listen, they had his face like this.
Look,
like he was pushing,
and she had the nerve to be like, "Oh my God, you really are crying, girl." Poke that man in the eye.
I'm just so done. I'm done with the both of them. And it's so sad because I actually like Krishan.
I do actually like Krishan.
I like Krishan. I like her a lot. I feel like she's very genuine. She's just who she is.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm loving the baby on her. I know this isn't about her, but I'm loving the baby on her. And I just hope this is a good reason for her to just be like, listen, fuck that nigga.
Well, she already said F that nigga because, I was watching her live early this week. She's on there with somebody named Jay something. I can't remember what his name is.
White boy?
No, it's no. It's a mixed boy.
Okay, because that song that they got right now is pretty catchy.
I have not listened to it.
Well,
yes. So apparently she's dating this dude named Jay Cinco.
Okay.
But according to them, they're not actually dating. But if they are, it would be a good look. Yeah. Because he's a change of pace. He actually, was very gentle with her. Okay. He's assertive with her. Like, you could just tell, she's way more softer with him. And that's why I say, men always complain about masculine women and stuff like that. Yeah. But let me tell you something. If you that nigga. Yeah. And you doing what you supposed to be doing. Absolutely. She not even going to think about being feminine because it's just going to come out of her. Yeah. And that's what I see for her. Yeah. So I don't even think she worried about him. Apparently she done went out and bought her own ring. And Stewie the dummy. Yeah. Because come on, ma'am. How many times did he have to cheat on you? And you have to know that that's a knee-jerk reaction to Krishan leaving him for him to marry you. Let's be real. Exactly. Huh? Lord. Well, we have a topic for you all. Last week we talked about should the man pay for the first date? Yes, we did. Dating right now is a very, very hot topic. As much as we don't be wanting to talk about dating and the dating pool or lack thereof every episode, it's just always some foolery going on. It's very different. I could definitely say that. It's very different. And I live through my friends. You know what I mean? My single friends. And I have another one that are dating. And I hear you guys' stories. And I'm just like, it's so different than how it used to be. So. Very different. And so we also said last episode that the audacity is at all-time high on both sides. On men and women. So there was a list that came out this past week. Apparently a group of ladies came together and made a list of places that men should not take them on the first date. So let's just go through this list pretty quickly. We're going to touch on a couple of them. Number 1 is Cheesecake Factory. Crazy. For obvious reasons. Yes. Number 2 is Applebee's. Applebee's, I'm not going to, personal preference. Okay. I eat Applebee's like we on some sister shit. Right. But I really don't be preferring no Applebee's. But I can't say that if a man took me there I would be mad. Right. But I wouldn't be impressed. Yeah. I get it. I wouldn't be impressed. Now Chili's, we be tearing them dag on honey chipotle chicken strips up. Then honey chipotle chicken, listen, they slap y'all. Okay? Slap. Okay? Chipotle. I can go for a cool little Chipotle date. I wouldn't be mad about that. Especially if it's in the daytime. So not? Just on some chill type stuff. Nothing not too much pressure. You know, just something chill. Everybody comfortable. Absolutely. Olive Garden is cool. Olive Garden ain't the top of nobody's list these days, but I wouldn't be mad about Olive Garden. The movies. The movies is a classic dating spot, so it's typical. Right. And I don't feel like it should be a first date. I feel like maybe it could be the second or third. I never understood why people want that to be the first date anyway. You can't talk. Exactly. Y'all just trying to be freaky if you go. Well, no. I had to think about that because I did go on a first date with a guy to the movies. Okay. Story time. Yeah. I did go on a first date and he became a stalker. See, no. I was not being nasty, y'all. I was just being girly. Okay. Yeah. You know. Ooh, I'm so scared. Right. And he was like, ooh. And he was head over heels. All I did was give him a hug, and after that, he was at my job, popping up. Oh, no. Every day. I had to get the police involved. That's serious stuff. Serious stuff. 7, your house. I found that out the hard way. Yeah. Listen. Any fast food chain, if it ain't Chick-fil-A, I don't want it. Listen, honey, that part, cause definitely not taking me to McDonald's on the first date. Not even take me. I'll be like Cheesecake Factory lady on that one. Yeah, take me home. Take me home, please, and now. Yeah, take me home. Next one, Buffalo Wild Wings. I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings is terrible. I don't like Buffalo Wild Wings in general. So that's another one of those situations. I wouldn't be impressed, but I wouldn't be mad. Maybe for a blind date, that would be different.
A blind date, just show up there. That's different because you don't know what the person looks like. But
well, next one is Wingstop. Same thing as Buffalo Wild Wings, pretty much.
Well, Wingstop it's not a restaurant. It's a
little eating.
A little eating.
Red Lobster. Listen, I will go tear up some Red Lobster biscuits.
The buttery biscuits are banging, so why not Red Lobster?
Personally, I'm allergic to seafood, so I really would not want to go there. Mm-hmm. But that's something that I would disclose before we even plan the first date anyway. Like, hello, like.
Yeah, I don't really eat seafood.
A buffet. Listen, if it's Chinese, I want it.
Go to Corral and pay it. Honey.
IHOP. Listen, on the late night. Denny. Now, don't take me to Denny's.
I don't fucking like Denny's.
The gym. First of all, these last couple ones, the gym and church, I was behooved because I'm just like, why not? That's a lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
Like, if that's really who you are as a person, that should be, and you connecting with that person over something like that, it should be a date.
Because, listen, the gym can be very intimate.
Listen. Because I done seen some people stretching some people out.
Listen.
You know, getting these hip flexors right.
Listen, I'm going to tell Malcolm to take me to the gym. We need a gym date.
Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates.
Ice cream is cute.
And coffee. Coffee is casual.
Casual, absolutely.
Family functions. Yeah, that shouldn't be a first date.
No, yeah.
First of all, that would never be on my list of first dates because
that's awkward.
It's very awkward because I'm trying to get to know you. I don't want my family all in your face. But now I will say this.
Yes.
Men are famous for taking a girl to their family function on their first date. They do that, and men do it because when men do it, everybody don't be on their grill like, who this?
Yeah.
If I brought a nigga there, they gonna be like, oh, who this? Where you meet him? The Fifth Degree.
Yeah.
They just gonna let him do his thing because they know next week is gonna be another female.
Listen, that's so sad.
It's very sad. And I've encountered this before because over the summertime, we was at an event. It was me, my dad, my sister. We was at the Black Boaters.
The boat thing.
Yep. It was this couple that they looked like they had just came from the gym. They had came up with their little food or whatever, but they was cute though.
Yeah.
They was real cute. They came up with their little fancy little brown bag, like they just came with their food. They set up on their people's boat and ate, right? So me and my sister like, oh my god, they so cute. Like they a cute little couple. Like you just see couples, you know, they cute. Yeah. So she goes over to him like, I just want to tell y'all so cute, whatever. And he says, oh, this is our first date. So it happens. Movie night, absolutely not. Netflix and chill. We learned a long time ago that don't work.
Know, yeah. Are you still there?
Somewhere that requires a long drive.
If it's a ride, then it's a little bit different. Cause
listen, hey, it's all about what you into. Bowling.
Bowling's cute.
It's an activity.
Yeah, you can talk. You can be cute. You can be like, yay, hug. Like I like.
Or be like, ooh, granny roll. Yeah. You know I'm all for the bend and snap.
Yes. That's high squat, though. Like.
It always been my thing, you know. Drop it low, bring it up slow. Listen, that's my thing.
Come on, you're making my stomach hurt.
It's a contact sport. Nightclubs, I don't believe in bringing sand to the beach. Hookah bar, that's chill. A bar just for drinks, that's cool.
That's cool, yeah, definitely.
Waffle House.
I like Waffle House.
Me too. And sports events. Y'all just be saying anything.
Yeah.
Just be saying anything. So what you want to stay home?
Yeah, listen.
You want to stay home?
At this point, just stay home. Like
don't even entertain nobody.
Yeah, listen, like we talked about before on previous podcasts, bitches want to be like flew out to Spain and no, that's not realistic. Like
not at all.
That's not realistic. This time in this day and age, shit is a struggle. Shit is expensive. Be happy for what somebody can do for you.
Absolutely.
Don't go off that list because you'll be single forever and that's just what it is.
And I saw somebody make a post. The gag is if a girl is really interested in you, it don't matter what y'all doing.
Listen.
And that's the key.
Amen.
Now there's a second list.
Okay, let's
because you know the men always got to try to one up the women. So there's a second list. The men are fed up, ladies. They're fed up.
Yeah, listen, they tired.
Here's a list of things that men refuse to pay for if we are not married.
This list is funny.
Bills, rent, house, car, hair, now, let me stop for a second.
Okay.
Hair, nails, bags, purses, jewelry, designer, and vacation. If y'all in a relationship, those things should be
automatic.
I don't want to say automatic.
Not automatic, but like that's something that comes with time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If y'all in a committed situation, absolutely. I feel like it's nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, babe, here goes some money for your hair."
Yeah.
You know, here go a purse for anniversary. Mm-hmm. Let's go on a vacation together. Even if you just buy your plane ticket, I got the trip. Mm-hmm. Like it gotta be a compromise. Mm-hmm. Furniture to go in your crib, plastic surgery, bottles at the club.
Yo, I'm sorry. That is, I don't know why. First of all, plastic surgery, bottles at the club is hilarious to me. I've heard on multiple occasions, and I'm not going to put nobody out there.
I've heard those occasions as well.
Yeah, that men have paid for women to get their body done. That's insane.
Listen, well, where you at, sir? Say no.
Listen, let us digress. Go ahead, keep going.
The Zaza, pills, car repairs, food for another man's kid, gas, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, snacks, or your tithes. Now, before we get to that last one, let's go back a little bit. Like I said, in a relationship, car repairs, cool.
Yeah.
Food for another man's kid. We all saw that viral video of the man who bought his kid McDonald's or whatever, and she was mad because he didn't buy it for the rest of the kids.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Just to go off topic for a second.
Man. Honestly, if y'all are not together in a relationship, meaning y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, if y'all are not together and he's just, taking care of just his kid, I agree with he shouldn't have to get anything for the other kids. If you guys are together, I agree that if one kid eats, they all should eat.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And I feel like just another point to what you just said is if you're no longer in a relationship, right, and if you only have one kid to this female, she has multiple other kids to other men, if you had a relationship with those kids when y'all were together and it was a substantial amount of time and y'all build a relationship, I do feel like you should just do that out of the kindness of your heart. It shouldn't be required, but I mean, if you had that relationship with them, they was your kids at some point.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
And them kids shouldn't have to pay for that. But gas, come on now. Uber, Lyft, y'all be quick to send a bitch home.
Not quick to send a bitch home.
I'm just saying. DoorDash. I mean, that might just be a nice gesture one day. Babe, I want to treat you to lunch.
Yeah, that's super cute too. That's super cute. Remember, men, listen, guys, if there's nothing that you get from our podcast, you should already know. It's the little things that count. It's the little things that count.
Yep.
All right, I'm done.
Like, just one day, just randomly be like, what you want to eat? Like, what you got to taste for?
Yeah, what you don't got to taste for? And send it to her job.
And then just randomly just send it to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
She would appreciate that.
Absolutely. And this is why, never mind.
Oh, no, I want to hear.
Bitches be gay. I'm just saying.
Because other females do pull out the stops.
They pull out the stops. Like, not saying, all men don't, but, like, this is why, guys always want to know that. Why does I've been with this girl and she left me and now she's with another woman?
Because females can attend to a female in a different way that a male chooses not to at times.
I'm just saying.
And then the last one was the tithes. Now, I know that nobody out there paying for nobody's tithes.
Honey.
Listen, because that means there's some church hoes out here.
Not church hoes.
They gotta be you asking somebody to pay for your tithes.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
so we gotta assume that that's facetious, but hey, we said all the lists. Let us know your thoughts on the list. How you feel about
super interesting.
Yeah, would you accept some of these places? Men, how do you feel? Would you pay for some of those things? I don't know. Run to the chat, let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, just like that. The episode's over.
All right, y'all.
Yeah. So we will let you guys go tonight. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Sister Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Gold Chain Diva. This is my sister,
Miss Beatty, and you already know that's what it's Z.
And you can find me on social media at goldchain__diva. You can find my sister,
MZ_Beatty, and that's on all platforms, y'all.
And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit them shares, run those likes up, and leave us a comment. Have a good night.
Peace, y'all.